Good morning. It has now come the time to decide what book I'm reading for today. And I do want to read a book. I desperately want to read a book. It's Sunday. We might go to the beach. Like, it's supposed to be nice. I got yoga today. It's gonna be a good day. Like, I want to read a book. But suddenly, I hate all the books in my house. I hate them. I don't want anything to do with them. None of them are good. I was in here for ages trying to decide on the book I want to read today. And none of them are good. All the libraries are closed. It's a Sunday. What am I gonna do? I was looking through like my library apps for like an ebook, you know, that's gonna really speak to me today. But I got nothing. Like, there was one that I was really excited about, like, suddenly. Like, The Body by Stephen King. You know that one? It's like that movie is based on it. Stand By Me, or whatever, where, like, those kids find that body in the woods. Oh, this is my alarm. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, alarm. But all of my library apps have it as on hold for, like, at least 3 weeks. Which apparently says it's really good. Like, maybe if I go to, like, the bookstore and see if I can find it. But that's just crazy talk. I can't buy more books. I'm in a dilemma. Okay, it's the 3rd day of Shorty September. And I had a whole plan for Shorty September with each day marked out on the calendar with a book in it and then several backups, okay, to get over the hurdle that I knew was coming, which was the eventual mood reading hurdle, where I just wasn't in the mood for whatever it was I planned. And today's book in the plan, okay, it's Barbara the Slaver. Which, to be fair, it looks shit, doesn't it? It looks shit. But I've read a couple pages already, and I don't think it is shit. I mean, it is shit, but it's interesting. It's about Roman Empire, okay? And like this like slaver in the Roman Empire, and like these people that are rich and like have slaves and stuff. And like, okay, yeah, it's a bit weird, like really sort of 70s and like stereotypical 70s sort of stuff. But I'm not hating it. Like, there's potential gold here. So I don't want to just discount this, okay? Maybe I will read this today, but also, it's not what I want. It's not what I want today. None of these books in my house are what I want today. Nothing. I'm dying. Oh my god. It is such a gorgeous day. It's like September happened and now we're getting the summer we never had. However, it is not ideal that I now have to haul ass in this really sunny hot day, because even though I was ready to go for yoga really early, I was like, oh, I can dick about a bit, and then I over dicked about, and now I'm late again, and now I have to haul ass. Oh my god, it is a hideously nice day out. I need to get home pronto so we can go to the beach with some crap. There's also an event on today. I think it's the 10K, which is awesome when I was on my way to yoga because all the streets were blocked off and there were no cars and I could just zoom there. But it was a bit annoying hindering me on the way back to town because when there's a load of people in Cardiff for an event who aren't from Cardiff, they don't recognize that they're standing smack in the middle of a cycle lane. Just get out of the cycle lane, mate. Like, it's pretty obvious, but whatever. Also, my poor bike, Arnold, jumped his track again, his sort of like, you know, chain track again this week, and has me thinking deep thoughts about him. I'm in love with him. He's amazing, but potentially I need to start thinking about replacing him. Oh my god, I'm so sad. Like, my dog died and now my bike is dying. Like, even the guy who rebuilt him, okay, like took him from scrap, rebuilt him into a usable, amazing bike, and then sold me him, and then repaired him on several occasions when he needed little things. Even he was like, dude, like, you need to replace this bicycle. It's no longer worth the money. Like, it's basically falling apart and needs to go. And I'm really sad about it. But also, I have a birthday coming up this month, so maybe I should take advantage of that. Like, I don't know, I'm having deep thoughts. Holy crap. I just walked past that Catholic church just there. I forgot there's a Catholic church there. I haven't been to Mass since I was about 17, but it smelled like Mass just then. I just walked into it like a cloud of smells like Mass. And I think I just triggered like some sort of core memory. I just walked through my own childhood all over again, like I was dying. Oh my god, what was I talking about earlier? I was talking about something. I can't remember. Anyway, I still haven't chosen a book for today. It's like basically lunchtime. I haven't even started a book. I think what needs to happen is, okay, so the book that I was going to read, the Barbara the Slaver one, and also potentially the Mezzanine, like, that's my category for shorty shorts, you know, like a 70s or 80s book. And so I think in order not to mess up my plan too much, if I replace it, I need to replace it with another 70s or 80s book, like another shorty shorts category book. But I hate all the books in my house at the minute, so I think I'm gonna go to the bookstore. I'm gonna do it. I am. I don't need any more books, but maybe just one more. Just one more book for today, which fits the 70s and 80s prompt. I think that's what's gonna happen. Oh my god, so many 10Kers are just staring at me doing this. I'm just doing it. I'm just talking to myself, talking to a camera. Just committing. Okay, I've decided. I'm going with this one. I'm gonna go get coffee with Maisie and Anwen. This is the book I'm choosing for today. Actually, just kidding, I've changed my mind. This is what we're reading. We're reading New York City in 1979 by Kathy Acker, because it is speaking to me. It's speaking to me. I know that it's a cheater, okay? It's not a book from the 70s, but it's about the 70s and it's set in the 70s. And I feel like that's not too much of a stretch. It's just, I feel like it's the book for today. It's the one for today. Should we get coffee? Oh, Maisie knows the deal now. Oh, you know that you get to go. Are you Mrs. Coffee? Are you Miss Coffee? Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this book. I think I'm really liking it, but maybe not as much as I thought I was gonna like it. Like, I know it's really small, right? And I thought, oh, you know, even though I started like after lunch, I'll still be able to finish it. But it's actually like, because of sort of how it's laid out and sort of the nature of it is quite sort of, I guess, laid out quite experimentally, sort of like poetically, like a lot of sort of like run-on things and things, you know, quite sort of trying to get symbolism across in sort of how it's laid out. Like, it's hard to explain, but it takes a lot of thinking about it and sort of stopping and going back, and you kind of sort of like autopilot read through it. It takes a lot of stopping and starting and sort of googling and thinking, so it has actually taken me quite a while. I'm only about halfway through it at the minute and I'm running out of time. But so this Kathy Acker, like, she's quite cool, I think. Like, I've not read anything else by her, but I've sort of heard of her. I think she's sort of mainly an essayist. I think she's from New York and she was born there in like the 40s or something. Like the 70s and 80s are like her thing. And she had sort of like a wild life. Like, her mother killed herself, I think, and like her dad was like in like a psych ward or something, and I think she was married loads of times and she was like bisexual and stuff like that. Some people have now sat down really close to me, like I don't know if you can see, like there. Like I'm clearly like embarrassingly talking to myself on my phone. Like, if you could give me some space. It's a large park. Anyway, so I feel like Kathy Acker, like, she's really cool, okay? Like, she's got cool factor and I want to be really into her, and I think quite a lot of things in here, I do really like them. Like, sort of some of the scenes that are, they sort of builds into it. It's sort of like a bunch of little snippets of like 1970s and 80s New York, and there's like little political bits, you know, like sort of jobs politically and also like social things, but it's mainly just like sort of scenes of normal people in New York, or like prostitutes in New York, or sort of people outside clubs or whatever in New York, just sort of getting on with their lives. Anyway, apart from that, apart from like the sort of random good scenes that are in it, I think, like, I'm not loving it as much as I thought I would. Like, I really like how it's laid out. So with like sort of photos of like 70s and 80s New York sort of interspersed between bits. But I think it's like I'm having a hard time getting into it. It's taking a long time for me to sort of like go back and forth and think, and you know, like, it's like a bunch of run-on sentences and I have to stop and sort of go back and think about what that means and like sort of pick it apart and everything. And I think maybe possibly it's not for me, but also possibly maybe it's not the day for it. Like, I wasn't actually in this mood like I thought I was in. Oh, it's all very complicated. I just want to eat my vegan sausage roll and like have a chill in the sunshine. I finally finished this and also finished digesting it, I think, because there was quite a period where I needed to think about it afterwards. And I think what I'm gonna do is go with 3 stars here. Okay, so I enjoyed the snippet bits. I liked that it was like broken up in like little vignettes of New York, right? And I liked sort of like some of the characters that were there. Like, some of them were like quirky and sort of weird. I liked the sort of snippets of old school feminism. And I liked sort of some of the bits about, I guess, sort of like New York versus like the whole of America, like American culture versus New York culture, and sort of like cultural sort of materialism and like a disposable culture, materialistic culture, things like that, and how it applies basically to everything, not just to things, but to people. I enjoyed it. However, I think as a whole, the collection of things and sort of how it was laid out, I don't think it was really for me. I didn't love it. It was just sort of okay, I think, for me. So I'm gonna go with 3 stars. So, finished that one. We got it stuck in just here. Okay, that's 3 shorties down. We're on a roll, we're doing okay. Tomorrow's book, however, potentially, I don't know how we feel about it. It's slasher shorts and it's psychic teenage bloodbath. So it's a little bit bigger than the books I've been reading so far, but I don't have to be in the office tomorrow. Like, it's a work day, but I don't actually have to go in. So I think I should be okay. I don't know. We'll see. If you've made it this far watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the comments as well for the last 2 videos I've done or whatever. if you've done a video and you've tagged me in it and I haven't watched it yet, I'm really sorry. Like, it's definitely in my plan to get to those videos 100%. I'm going to get to them and I'm going to love them. I love this part of Shorty September, but I've just been sort of like running behind. Everything's gone a bit crazy and I'm trying to get all the stuff that I need to get done. But I will get to it, I promise. Okay, if you have any comments for me, any thoughts, any questions, how are we feeling about this? Yay? Nay? Let me know and I'll see you tomorrow.